Hello everyone. Today we are playing Wave 4, Equestrian War. Now don't worry, even if you're horsephobic like me, there's a mod to fix that. It does this by upgrading them into anime women. Anyway, today we'll be playing Katerins, a backwater ruled by a child. But don't worry, Katerins has two things going for it: the greatest military mind of the modern age, and the best advisor ever. Now our focus tree requires us to depose diellza if we don't want to be locked out of our second focus tree. However, true Ketrenberg loyalists are in control. So let's start. Diellza starts by with more troops being needed for the armed forces, diellza has made the wise choice to make being a bandit illegal. In other good news, diellza's cousin, Wingfred, has been elected the new Grand Master of Hellquill, and since she's the one who introduced diellza to her best advisor, soon-to-be husband, she must be invited to diellza's wedding. Our cousin's allies are now in civil war, so we need to send our best to put it to an end before the wedding starts. After our victory in Longsword, the Longsword government has merged with Hellquill. However, out west, the Archaeon has illegitimately made herself regent of the Empire, resulting in the western vassals splitting from the Empire, and it's only a matter of time before she makes her demands from us. Oh, that was quick. The Yale Protectorate just surrendered without a fight. This now leaves our undefended plains to our south exposed.
Wohin auch das Auge blicket, Moor und Heide nur ringsum, Vogelsang uns nicht erquicket, Eichen stehen kahl und krumm. Wir sind die Moorsoldaten und zielen mit dem Spaten ins Moor. Hier in dieser öden Heide ist das Lager aufgebaut, wo wir fern von jeder Freude hinter Stacheldraht verstaut. Wir sind die Moorsoldaten und zielen mit dem Spaten ins Moor. Morgens ziehen die Kolonnen in das Moor zur Arbeit hin, graben bei dem Brand der Sonne, doch zur Heimat steht der Sinn. Doch für uns gibt es kein Klagen, ewig kann's nicht Winter sein.
This clearly isn't working. The main problem with our current army is that we lack the number of divisions to rush the important objectives without being cut off. So, even if you don't like it, this is what the optimal Hoi 4 division looks like. Anyways, after adapting our armies, we win. After some brilliant infiltration of our enemy's army, we win. Now, as a critical part of infiltrating their forces, we had promised to release the Yale Protectorate as an independent nation. However, seeing as it was Katerin forces that brought the empire to its knees, we have first claim to all of its land, and most importantly, the modern capital of the empire, which has more people in it than we do in the whole of our core realm. But now Katerins will finally have peace. Well, it shouldn't be too bad for us since we're on the border anyway. So maybe that way you can still go. We are now at war with the two strongest powers on this continent at the same time. Luckily, our commander has a plan to win the war. By focusing all our forces on that part, we can cut off the rest and then scatter our forces to make a large and undefendable front. Now that the more powerful of the two major powers is dealt with, all we need to do is swing up and cut them off while they are fighting the others, then the war is won. This means instead of swooping up to win the war, we now have to go all the way back to our country and invade our former ally. Now, thanks to the disruption, Aquilians have taken most of their land back. We can no longer sweep up from the south. And due to the mountains and lack of supply up north, we cannot do a decisive push. Our allies in the center are on the brink of collapse. However, our glorious fortification engineer is making a great front line. Just buy time to make as many forts as we can and withdraw into them. So, secretly had some sort of time machine, and now we're going to go back in time to win the war. Yeah.